million people in Imo State, most of them here you go. 3.9 million. Abia State is about 3.3 million, 3 million. This number you are looking at in Imo State, we have less than 4,500 members of the church. This is it. You can have 4,500 out of 3.9 million. How many have been absolutely not this? We need to grow these numbers. We need to grow these numbers. If we hit, let's say, it's not about the team you are in. It's not about the team you are in. That's why I don't preach team. I preach success. If we hit 1 million members in the state, every Longreach member sitting down in this room will not walk away with less than 1 million. Every Longreach, every. The task is to quickly explode this to a minimum of 1 million members. And it's possible. It's possible. Whatever you set your mind to do, whatever the mind can conceive of it. Listen, January, I didn't know this was going to happen. I didn't know this office was going to be. February, I didn't know this office was going to be. But at the end of February, I started thinking about it. I started conceiving it. I started planning it. Now, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, you will say. This, even when I set up this, I never had the mind that this was going to be. But after setting it up, I started thinking in my mind, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? Since I am not here most of the time, and people working every day, how can they continuously learn? Because Longreach business is a business of learning and earning. Period. Period. The more you learn, the more you earn. Question is, how much do you want to earn? If you want to earn 500,000 naira monthly, you need to learn it. If you don't learn this, you will never. Never. Impossible. The only way to earn this is to learn it. So if you want to grow your income, the only way you're going to grow your income is to learn it. Is to learn it. Success can never be achieved by mistake. You can't wake up in the morning and come down and hit your leg on the stone and fall into success. Never. It will never happen. There are steps, there are procedures, there are principles to success. If you follow those steps, you will hit success with precision. And so if I stand here and I throw this, trying to hit that first carton, I'll miss. If I throw the second one, I'll miss. If I throw the third one, I'll miss. If I stand here and keep throwing, guess what will happen? The margin of error will start to what? Diminish. The margin of error will start to diminish. And if I keep throwing it, I keep reducing it, at some point, what will happen? I'll hit the carton. And once I hit the carton, all I need to do is check the law of averages. How many times did I throw it before I hit the carton? If I threw it 40 times and I hit that carton, an average has been formed. That average that has been formed will remain like that forever. We can really get better. We can get worse. So I threw it 40 times and I hit that carton. I say, okay, I'm going to throw it 40 times again. By the time I throw the next 40, I will hit the carton at 30. And now, what? The margin of error is getting better. If I throw the next 40, I'll hit it at 20. If I throw the next one, I'll hit it at 15. And then, when a new person walks into this place and wants to hit that carton, he won't throw 40. Because I will guide him. So the error that I had to do to hit that carton, he will not have to pass through that margin of error. I will now guide him to hit that carton in 20. First of all, by telling him that he can do it. And tell him to hold on, watch. I will just throw it and hit the carton. He will see it. Possible. Human being has done it. Now, throw it. Or you need to stand at an angle, of 45 degrees. You need to look at the carton. You need to raise your face. Hold it. Don't shake your legs. You can balance your legs. Now a mentor has come to show you what you need to do. You throw it 10 times to hit that carton. First time. We need to grow these numbers from 4,500 to 1 million. But we need leadership, we need guidance, we need structure. That's why we can't do it, sitting down in this room, we can't, it's not possible. We need the people. The work is plenteous, the laborers are few. So we need to grow the numbers. Where are your team members? They need to start attending the team members. They need to get them. You want your team members to earn? The only way to earn is to learn. You want your own income to grow? Your team members must attend training. They must learn, because the more they earn, much more you learn. The more they learn, the more they earn, and the much more you earn. If this is not going to happen, then you're not going to learn. You're not going to learn. So today, I'll be talking to leaders to see wrongly for what it is. So we're going to invite you. We're going to invite you. We're going to invite you to get them into the service. We didn't pay for this financial waste. We paid for this. These are some of the things that must happen. So once somebody gets into my business, once you get involved and you enroll in my business, the first thing I do is to shower you with information. At some point, I will give you a task. I must give you a task. Understand it. There are so many people that you get people into your business and you expect them to start working. When they are not working, you start complaining. Look at my people are not doing anything. My people are not doing anything. Listen, your business is a reflection of who you are. If you work, your business will work. Can you hear me? If you do nothing, your business will do nothing. Absolutely nothing. There's a difference between a leader versus a boss. There's a difference between a leader and a boss. A leader charts a course. A leader draws a vision. A boss does what? Gives direction. A boss gives command. A leader charts a vision. He charts a course. A leader says, listen, we are going to move from point A to point B. That's what the leader says. A boss says, you need to move from point A to point B. You need to do it. So you do it. A boss says, I made it successful. A leader says, we made it successful. And so, a leader is who you should become. If you're not going to become a leader, you're not going to be successful in life. Forget about business. You're not going to be successful in life. So, what does it take to become a leader? What does it take to become a leader? A leader must first be a follower. A leader must have followed. A leader must have passed through the ranks. If you have not been led, if you have not been humble enough to put yourself under tutelage and learn from another leader, you will never be. You will become a boss. What bosses do is that bosses are appointed, leaders are grown. Okay? So your father is the MD CEO of this company, and your father has been running this company for the last 20 years, and you were not there. You were in US, you were enjoying yourself in America, you were jumping up and down schooling, and all of a sudden your father dies as the CEO. What happens? The son comes back and becomes the CEO of the organization. What do you think is going to happen? I don't like what is going on. I'm going to support the security secretary. You need to go to appoint a new secretary. I don't like what is going on. You guys need to. You need to. A leader says we. What does that we do for the leader? We puts the leader at the forefront with his people behind. So he faces the wall. He's the one that goes for. And whatever he does, his people will follow. Can you imagine if your leader is in front? And your leader is on the way to the wall, and you are standing behind your leader? What do you think will happen to you? Confidence. Confidence, because you know that this guy standing in front of you, moving ahead, has the capacity to deliver. And so you stand behind him, and when he raises the knife and says, jump, you ask how high. A boss will put his people in front and tell them to go and deliver. A leader will be in front and say, let's go and deliver. You need to become a leader. That's one of the first things that will drive 4,500 members to 1 million. And the person when you must have gone through that road. It's not about talk. It's not about talk. A lot of us do talking. A lot of us talk more than take action. If you achieve, write this thing down. If you achieve, you get any achievement, and you spend 30 minutes explaining to other people what you have achieved, you didn't achieve it. Do you hear me? If I kill a lion and I come and spend 30 minutes explaining to people how I went into the desert, how I went into the bush, and then I fought with the lion, and all that, and all that, and all that, and then it took me some time, and we struggled for 3 hours, and then, one of the amazing things that, I got lucky, and I got a knife, and then I tried to kill the lion, and then I killed the lion, and we've been battling. These are stories. You want to make impact? If you kill the lion, carry the lion that you have killed and is dead, and drop it in front of the people. You don't need to say anything. Just drop the dead lion. Result. If you achieve result and the people don't see the result, you spend a lot of time explaining the result. Did nothing. You're just wasting. You want to deliver results? Go out. Let people see it. Let people see you for who you are. Okay? And so we are running the 90 days challenge. Minimum is 5 million. Leaders are out there. There are talkers and there are leaders. There are talkers and there are leaders. Leaders need to prove themselves. Leaders need to go out there and say, listen, we're asking you to do this. We're in front of it. Listen, we have hit the car. And the reason why we are hitting the 5 million naira car is not because we want to enjoy the car. No, we are hitting that car so that we'll show you it's possible. And then we get you all to qualify for the car. Quickly, we get you to qualify for the car. Leaders versus bosses. Bosses make a lot of noise. And so you find out even in the movie, when you meet with the villain cannot even shoot a gun. So the boss can't shoot the gun. And so when you kill all his men, he's now weak. You just go in and you grab it. He can't defend himself because he's just a boss. A leader carries the gun. And you were watching Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's a leader. He carries the gun and he goes for it. So even though he has followers, if you kill his followers, he alone will finish that army. Will finish it. And so, even if you have to finish him, it will take you some time because this guy is a leader. He walks the talk. You need to learn how to walk your talk. And the first thing you need to do is change your mindset. It's a mindset. Change your mindset. Change your mindset. Change your mindset. And you can't change your mindset when you start hanging out with people that are where you want to go. You need to start listening to them. You need to start talking to them. Before you tell me about 150 million, 200 million of me, my own money, I'll tell you it's impossible. There's something about the workout. Okay? Let me start talking to the world of 50, 60 million. But I have sat long enough with people that have generated in excess of 400, 500 million. And I have seen that they are not better. They are more experienced. And you're telling me it's possible. It is possible. It is possible. It is possible for you. All you need to do is do what? Now walk that talk. Can you walk the talk? If the moment you can walk the talk, your life changes. I didn't say in the next 10 years. I didn't say in the next 5 years. I said in the next 6 months. It takes only 6 months before you move. The impact of the change in your life will be drastic. 6 months is 180 days. Leaders versus bosses. You need to be leaders. We're going to be having more training for leaders. The problem in Long Ridge is that we do a lot of prospecting. We do a lot of prospecting. All our meetings are prospecting. Get new people to join the business. New people to join the business. The ones that are in the business, how do you make them grow the strong muscles? How do you make them go out there and unleash? That's more of where I dwell. Most of my trainings are to handle the leaders because you need a structure. You need a listen. Long Ridge is an ATM called automated metric system. It's an ATM. You need to set up that machine. Once you set up that machine, you're going to put a lot of work. It's going to take you 3 to 5 years to set up that machine. Once you have set up the automated system, within 3 to 5 years, you are done. In the next 10 years of your life, you would have achieved what you will achieve in 150 years She was given that time. What you achieve in 150 years is compressed into 10 years. First 5 years, build an automated metric system. It is called ATM. For example. But you need to be a leader. How are you going to do it? You're going to do it when you hang around leaders. When you hang around people that have set up that machine and they keep telling you, they keep teaching you to do some things. Is it going to be easy? No. Why? Because it is network. It's not net sit. It's not net sleep. It's not net eat. It is network. It is long reach. Long reach. It's not short reach. It's not quick reach. It's not Ponzi scheme. You need to set it up. And the moment you set it up on your way, it's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's about who you have eventually become. This wasn't who I was 3 months ago. This wasn't who I was 6 months ago. Who have you become? What you become in the process is more important than the money. Do you know why? Because the money is fickle. Right now, if they give me money and time, which will you choose? Money. If they give you money and time, if they give you money and time, which will you choose? A lot of us will choose money. That's a Ponzi mentality, Ponzi mindset. Every single time you choose money, it's a Ponzi mindset. Money, time. Listen, rich people choose time. Rich people choose time. Question is, why do rich people choose time? Because time generates more money than money. You hear what I said? Time generates more money than money. You can have more money, but you can never have more time. You can't have more time. Any time has been wasted is wasted and gone. You can't recover it, but you can recover money. And so if you strip me naked, remove everything I have, remove my properties, take me and dump me in the desert with nothing, I will rise in that desert. I will look for one person. Once I see one person, I will walk with that person and convert that desert into heaven. And I will generate all this money. Again, I will generate all this money back. Because now we understand, but we need time to be able to do that. If you don't have that time, then we're not going to be successful. So every single time you offer time and money, take time. And that's what long reach is about. That's why it is long reach. So you get involved in long reach, 3 weeks to 1 month, you've not generated any income, and then you do what? You say it doesn't work. You say you are tired. How can I put in all this effort? And after 3 weeks, they pay me 950 naira. While other people are just doing 1 or 2. 1, 2. You just put some money in forex and the money has come. They just ask you to send 20,000 somewhere for 45 minutes, 45,000 will come. And you think that is it? No, that is going to crash you. Long reach, time. Because in 3 to 5 years, you will build a legacy. And it's already happening. Every month, we have a long reach member unveiling his house. We have a long reach member setting up a legacy. None of the houses less than 400 million. That's legacy. Legacy. And every single time you focus on legacy, you don't worry about money. But if you focus on money, you have the Ponzi mindset. So you want the money to come as quickly as possible. You may not even follow the process. You will start boycotting, doing shortcuts to be able to do what? To get that money. And then you fail. But the moment you focus on time and legacy, you build a business that will sustain, that will outlive you. A business that you will hand over to your children and children's children. So let's talk about how to build a business as a leader. There's a difference between building the business and how to build a business as a leader. There's a difference. Understand it. You're going to build your business as a leader. You're going to build it from scratch. You're going to build foundation. You're going to be building the blocks. You're going to be building the blocks. I'm feeling bad that this matters. I'm working because I need this matter. Listen. The most powerful business in the 21st century is designed like this. The most powerful business is it possible to buy macaroni?
Yes.
The most powerful business of the 21st century is designed in medics. 1, 3 legs. The other side, 3 legs. 3 legs. 3 legs. No company can survive in the 21st century without that matrix. And so that matrix is everywhere. That matrix is on Facebook. That matrix is on Twitter. That matrix is on Instagram. That matrix is in Dangote's organization. That matrix is on banks. That matrix is on MTN, manufacturing companies. Any structure that doesn't take that format fails. Of course, there are those that do the double matrix. It can be 2 legs. It can be 3 legs. It can be 10 legs. But whatever, it must take that matrix. It doesn't take it. So, it will not stand. And so that is the business of the 21st century. And I'm about to show you how you can actually structure your business and set that business into an automation mode. As a leader, if you're not a leader, count this out, you can't do this. And if you're not a leader, you're not going to be successful in business. So one of the first things you do when people get involved in your business is as quickly as possible, move them from where they are to becoming leaders. How do you move them? By talking to them, by sharing with them, by sharing with them. Look at this man. I've been sharing the vision with him. I've been sharing. He has been trying to catch it. He has been trying to understand it. He just grabbed it, and 10% of his work has made an opening, a massive opening for him. And now he has seen how it works. Are you going to repeat that again? You're going to repeat it again. Was this sweet? Very sweet. But you need to cast the vision. You need to let the person see. What is casting of vision? Casting of vision is talking so that people will see what you're talking about. Do you hear? When somebody talks, you hear. That's communication. Vision is talking, and then the person starts to see. The person starts to see what you are saying. And that's why when you talk to some people, at some point somebody will say, "Oh, I see." When the person said, "Oh, I see," you were talking, right? How did the person see? Because the vision has become clear. The vision has become clear. So your job as a leader is to pass information in a format that your team members will see what you are saying, not hear what you see. Once any of your team members sees what you are saying, the person will do what? Run with the vision. The person will run with the vision. Not because it's your vision, no. The person will run the vision as his own. And so when they say, my yoga said, after some time, that person that says my yoga said will start to say, I know. Listen, we, excluding his brother, he has seen the vision. Now he wants to be in the team. Now he wants to grow an organization. And that after some point, global entrepreneur now breaks off. And then you have synergetic. You have just speak with the things. You have global ambassadors. These are leaders that have now caught the vision and they now start to grow the vision. They run that vision as their own, no longer as a president. How many people in your business are going to catch the vision? How many people in your business are going to break away and start to run? You see this man? He has finally broken away. When you break away and start to grow your own organization, your economy, you start to see But does that mean that you have learned everything you need to learn? No, zero, you haven't. But it means that you learn and you do what? Take action. You learn, you take action. And the more you learn, the more you take action, your business grows. And the more you are seeing identifying other leaders, you learn and you do what? You train. And we call that train the trainer. Train the trainer. Train the trainer. Before, I used to learn for myself. But now I no longer do that. Every single time I'm studying and I'm learning, I am learning for the purposes of training. You understand? We're talking about leadership. People that grow the business the fastest are leaders. So you must get it in your mind now and say, I must be a leader. I must be a leader. How are you going to become a leader? You're going to become a leader by associating with leaders. How are you going to be associating with leaders? Listen, if you're not bringing any value to the table, no leader will waste his time. You need to start bringing value to the table. You need to let the leader see your activity. Let the leader know that you are generating income. Listen, no matter, there's a difference between working hard and working smart. You can be busy running up and down from the leader. You won't go and touch it. You won't go and touch it. In the sweat, you just run up and down. Making movement. You can also decide to sit down, use 1 hour and strategize, and use only 15 minutes and execute. And you do that. When your leader starts to see results, because results are the benefits of action taken. So I tell my leaders, if a leader tells me, I've been busy, I've been running up and down, I've been busy, and he's at his back office, he has 100 people for the whole week. He's not doing anything. You are not doing anything. Because the first question I'll ask you is, you were running up and down, you were meeting people, you were discussing with people, were you signing them up? If you were signing them up, where is their code? If you generated code for them, then have they purchased products? Because once you generate a code and give a new member, they will ask you what next. New people ask you for guidance. What do I do now? Fill the form. I have filled it. I've given it to you. When am I going to get my code? Tomorrow. Okay, I've gotten my code. What do I do next? Purchase product. How much? Give you the ranges. I can't afford this. I can't afford this. I don't have up to this money. What do I do? You say, listen, start from here. Start from there. That is your job as a leader. But the moment you give him form and walk away, and a month later, you say, after all I gave you form, did you return it to me? You have failed. And give him a form and expect him to return it. You give him a form and do what? Follow up. There's fortune in follow. There's fortune in follow. To follow up, then to fill the form appropriately, you take it back. It's your job to generate code, give back to him. He will ask what next. You guide him. You guide him. You guide him. You are guiding him step by step to become a leader. Until you become a leader, you have no business. And then when people say, long reach is not a get rich quick scheme. How come you made over 4 million? You ask me that. How come you joined long reach and within a 90-day period you made over 4 million? How? I say, listen, long reach is not a get rich quick scheme. But there's something called time compression. There's something called time compression. There's something called, I'm supposed to make 4 million in 1 year. But because I'm hungry, I look at my 1 year activity and I compress it into 3 months. 3 years. 1 year activity. What do you mean by 1 year activity? I'm supposed to talk to 500 people. In 1 year. I'm supposed to talk to 500 people in 1 year. Talk to 500 people in 1 year and make 4 million, right? And I say, no, I don't have that time. I don't have that time to talk to people, 500 people in 1 year. I want to talk to 500 people in a week. That's 50 people per day. 50 people per day. It's not getting rich quick scheme. I've just compressed time. I've compressed time now. I'm supposed to talk to 500 people. But now, thank you. I'm supposed to talk to 500 people in 1 year. Okay? 500 people in 1 year. But I said, no, 1 year, 12 months. This is it. This is the work I need to do in 12 months to be able to generate 4 million naira. But I said, no, I am hungry. I can't do this in 1 year. I need to talk to 500 people in 1 week. What does that tell you? That tells you that when you are sleeping, I'm not sleeping. That tells you that I'm reaching out to people day and night. That tells you that when you are relaxing, I'm on social media trying to reach out to more people. I want to hit, and to be able to do 500 people in a week, that means I have to do a minimum of 50 people per day. 50 people per day. 1 day. And if I'm going to do 50 people per day, tomorrow when I'm doing the next 50, these other 50 are asking for us. Giving them force. So while I'm reaching out to the next 50 people in the second day, I'm also connecting with the last 50 people of this. To be connecting back the forms. And when I send the forms for registration, now these people are here. On Wednesday, I'm meeting up to a new set of 50 people. I'm giving this one's form. I'm requesting for the codes for this ones. I'm getting back the code and I'm giving it to these ones so that they can have their codes. And then I start telling them to buy products while I'm generating codes for these ones. While I'm talking to the next 50. Do you see why when you call my number, I am not picking everything? Because I don't have time. I am compressing. Listen, I'm compressing. That's why I make full video. There's a nice thing. Okay? How hungry are you? How hungry are you to change your life? Is it going to be possible? Yes. But if you talk to the wrong crowd, it's not going to be possible. If you walk away from now and go and meet your younger brother or your elder brother that is out there, and then you tell your elder brother, there's a training I have. There's a way we can generate 4 million naira in less than 90 days. The man will say, don't jump. I'm sure that you have finished it. My friend, you understand. And then you accept what he has said. And then he will still call you back and say, now, Jordan, 200 naira, your mama will go to back. The person you have taken the financial advice from, you will still bring out 200 naira and do the person before. Why would you bank your financial life on somebody that is depending on you financially and you take his advice? No. When you're successful, you need to meet those that are successful. Find out why they're successful. Find out what they are doing. It's not going to help. You don't wake up in the morning and as you're walking, you hit your leg on stone and fall on top of 1 million. It's not going to work. You're going to generate it. It's a process. Okay? So, this is it. And I was talking about the structure, and I said, this is the business of the 21st century. This is it. Listen, no matter how much you draw it, no matter how much you try to explain it, no matter how much you push it, this is the structure. This is the structure. This is the structure. Do you know that if you want to reach out to 1 million people, 1 million people in Abia and Imo, 1 million youths, listen to this, watch me. If you want to reach out to 1 million youths in Abia State and Imo State, and these youths are between the ages of 18 years to 25 years. And these youths are people that love playing games, online games. Online games. 1 million youths in Abia and Imo, 18 years to 25 years, and they play online games and they want to sell an online app. Do you know that you can get these people with precision? And you can get these people within 3 days. Do you know that? How? How? On Facebook. On Facebook. You go online on Facebook, go to the advert side of Facebook, and you want to advertise your app. You limit it to 1 million youths in Abia and Imo between the ages of 18 and 25. Online games, that's what they do. Once you throw your advert out, all the people within this page, when they open their Facebook, you see it. Anybody that is 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, you will not see it. You will not see that. 35, 40, you will not see that. If you don't play games, if you don't love games, you will not see it. So I'm sitting down on the same seat with you. I am on Facebook, you are on Facebook. You see something different, I see something different. And so all the people that play the online games will see the advert. And what will they do? They will click on it. They will go and know more. Because this is what they want to do. And then they will buy more. How was Facebook able to gather this set of people for you? Metrics. Everybody is on this structure on Facebook. And they have the data. So through this structure, they are able to see how this thing. If Facebook will give it to you. Side problem. Go to the hospital looking for solution. You know how Facebook does that. Look at it. This is structure. And so you have found yourself in this structure. So you like it. But the difference now is that you are in this structure and not anymore. Facebook uses this structure and makes a whole lot of money. So Mark Zuckerberg is the first richest millionaire in the world. And you are in this matrix. Coca-Cola, you are in this matrix. MTN, you are buying the check card, MTN, Airtel, it is a Glo. You are in this matrix. And so when Hope, who's on the back, wants to send COVID-19 messages, he just sends it, and people that are in Aba, Abia State, or the Anambra State, they don't get Hope who's on the messages. Who gets them? Only the people in the industry. How? How do you get them? Only the people. Even if you live in Lagos, but you have visited him and you went back to Lagos, you visited him again 2 times, 3 times, and you went back to Lagos, you better this. Also, is how? Because everybody is on this structure. But what are you benefiting from being in this structure? Nothing. With long reach, you position yourself in this structure, boom, boom, boom. Is income going to be flowing? Yes, income is going to be flowing. But guess what? Every single member of this structure benefits. But you now need to solidify your structure to be able to generate the kind of income you need to work with. First of all is the desire. If I'm talking to the wrong crowd, you guys will not understand what I'm saying. The desire to change your life, the desire to come up with speed. Take 6 months. Daniel, 6 months. That's not going to take. Anybody that lives with you, you say, Daniel, I know 6 months ago. Awesome. Okay? This is the structure. Now, how are you going to build this structure? How are you going to build this structure? What's the problem? How are you going to build this structure? Look at this structure. There's something called a leg. There's something called a leg. There's something called a leg. Now, when you are positioned in this structure, everybody has 3 legs, right? Everybody has 3 legs. And you call this a leg. This is not a leg yet. This is not a leg yet. Understand it. A leg is not a leg until you have grown this leg 4 levels. You know what I said? This is you, and you introduce 3 people. When we say introduce 3 people, you start there. So you introduce 3 people, and you start there. And you now tell these 3 people, go and do what? Introduce your 3. And then you say they are not working, and you say your business is not working, and you say you are failing. A leg is not a leg until you have taken that leg 4 levels deep. If you take a leg 4 levels deep, this leg will start to pay you. You take this one 4 levels deep, it has become a leg, it starts to pay you. You take this one 4 levels deep, it becomes a leg, it starts to pay you. Why? There is a law. There is a law. Just like we have law of gravity, just like we have law of attraction, there's a law called law of averages. Once you take any leg 4 levels deep, what happens is that a superstar will appear. somebody just like you. So, you join the business, you start to learn. You register 3 people and you say these people are not like you. These things has to scratch your body. Why are these people not just doing this? Why are these people not acting? Why are these people not pursuing the business? Why are these people not like you? It's because you have not gotten yet. You have just started laying your block. You just started laying your block. So you cannot lay the block and say I have a house. You just started laying. Continue laying that block. If you take your block 4 levels deep, a star, somebody that will now be disturbing your phone. Okay. Somebody that will be calling you every day. I say, what do we need to do? Where do we need to go? What do we need to do? I have 2 people, I have 5 people. I need to come and speak with them. When do I see you? Please, I know it's already late. This is already 7 o'clock. But I cannot just sleep for 5 minutes. Are you busy? I would like to talk to you. Call you in the middle of the night. Call you a star. Somebody you don't have to call to remind you what to do. Just say calls you for celebration. It's that one. Okay. Try this one 4 levels deep, another star. Try this one 4 levels deep, another star. Until you drive your leg 4 levels deep. So it's your job to do it for generation. Once a star appears, income will start to come. Every week. Alright? That is a leg. A leg is not a leg until you have given that leg 4 levels deep. Get it. So when you put 3 people in the business, you've not started. You need to work on these 2 people. You need to know who they know. You need to follow them. You need to go and close deals in front of them. You need to generate. Once you have generated 3 legs for them, among those 3, you identify who is what, who can open this organization for me among these 3 people. This person says, listen, I want to talk to 4 people. You follow him. Create a second generation. Okay? Register 3 people for you. Among these 3, they are all this. You start to identify again. You identify this guy. This guy says I can move. You follow this man. Build a large generation. A star will appear. A star will appear. You do the same here. Now you have 3 people. 1 star. People that when you call them by 1 a.m. in the morning and say, look up, we have what to do. They will do what? They will say, where are we going? How far? If you tell them jump, they will ask you what? How high can I jump? If there's rain, they will defy the rain. If you are a leader now, you're going to walk out today. Tomorrow, you're going to say, I'm not coming here alone tomorrow. I can't come here alone. I'm going to come here with 3 people. I'm going to 5 people. And there will be no excuses. Listen, no matter the excuse you're going to give, you're not ready for that now. You're a leader. You're going to reach out to those people. You're going to grab them and you're going to bring them for the meeting. Because a leader knows how to do what? Get results. That's what he knows. A leader doesn't entertain excuses. He doesn't entertain excuses. He wants the job done. When the job is done, who smiles? The man that was trying to do this. Who makes money? The man that was crying that he can't do it. It's the money. So, this is it. And then, once that star appears, once the superstar appears, what is the superstar looking for? The superstar wants to do what you have done. Exactly what you have done. The superstar wants to do more than you. And so, a superstar wants to, you have given your leg 4 levels deep. The superstar has appeared. That superstar wants to drag his leg 4 levels deep. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll talk about the team. Team. What is a team? You do not have a team in your business until you have driven this leg another 4 levels. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the guy here. You drive it another 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 levels deep. Any leg you drive 8 levels deep, that leg will pay you for the next 100 years, even if you die tomorrow. Even if you fall and die tomorrow, that leg will remain there for the next 100 years. Once you drive a leg 8 levels deep, a team is formed. A team is formed. Who are the team members? 1. Come in. Who are the team members? 1, you drive it 4 levels deep, another star appears. 2, you drive it another 4 levels deep, another star appears. 3. The team members are not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're not your team.
Yeah.
They're not your team. Your team is 1, 2, 3. Which is this 1, 2, 3? They ask you to get it. And so you become amazing, you become powerful for this leg. And you do the same thing for this leg, you do the same thing for this leg. And now you have 3, 3, 3. You have 9 people in your business. A group of people that anytime you say jump, they'll ask you how high you jump. Anytime you say let's move, they say listen, let's move. If I go into Ipotepele today, I have men. I said I have men. People that will come out and they wonder where this guy is coming from. I go into Aba, I have men. You used to see them. White girls. Men will come out. You go into Onisha, men come out. Where are all these men coming from? For all levels deep, every level deep, you see people that show up and you know that men has arrived. Every single time you are not showing up, they will tell you when you come in, you need to come in, you have work to do. And the moment you show up, they are ready. No more excuses. My team is not working, my team is sleeping, they are not doing anything, no activities, zero. Every single week, you generate more than 3,000 PV. 3,000 PV per week is your minimum. Is your minimum. I can't remember the last time I saw 3,000 PV in my bank office in a week in 7 days. Just 3,000. When I am expecting my key leaders to do 1,000 in a week, how many leaders do I have? And you guys do 1,000. I should talk about 8,000, 10,000, 12,000 PVs in a week. That's what I'm talking about. This is how it must be done. But who will do this system? You. This is an automated unit. This is your ATM machine. Even ATM, you have to go to it and slot in your card. And before you take money. Even ATM. But this one, you don't need to go to it. You sit down in your house. You are sleeping. You are watching the movie. You are swimming. You are eating. And what? You generate. All you need to do is keep it on. Keep it on. We're about to build that. We're about to build that. But we're building it on one leg. You see how? Here. And so what? You need to do what? Keep thinking. You need to generate what you have done on this leg, on this leg, and on this leg. That's going to give you a solution. Now you will become a powerhouse. You will become a force to reckon with. 4 levels deep is Pastor Wake. 8 levels deep, now you have a team. If you have done it, the team will join you. They will do the ones to do. Okay? So that's where we're going to end it. I'm sure this is 5 o'clock. And I need us to ask questions. Tomorrow, say tomorrow. I want to hear you say tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be hot. 3 p.m. Let's show up. Now we're going to be talking to prospects. This one is leaders. Is anybody here that is not? Because I didn't even ask. Is anybody here that is not a member? I'm sure we're all members. Because this is hard food. You don't give food to a newborn, right? When a newborn is coming, you give him a breast milk. So tomorrow we're going to be giving our prospects a very powerful milk, breast milk that they need to drink. But you need to get them here. Listen to me. Any prospect that steps his leg into this place, assign your business. Any prospect that steps his leg into this place, assign your business. Your job is to do what? Get them here. That's just simple. Your job is to get them to have a seat. Once you get them to have a seat, you have done it. Leave the rest. The system is going to position them to change their own life. And as they change their life has to change. So how many people are going to get to this event? If you're going to go online, if you're going to drop it on Facebook, if you're going to, in fact, you're going to do yourself a live interview after this session. Do yourself a live interview, with your phone. You don't just say something to yourself, hey, you're just coming out from the training, an amazing training. And those of you that are watching online, if you're watching online and you have people in Owerri, in Imo State, tomorrow Sunday, we're going to have another session. All you need to do is share. All you need to do is get across to your people. Whether you are in Imo State or not, it doesn't matter. You could be in Lagos, you could be in Abuja, you could be where else, you could be in Port Harcourt, you could be in Aba. Reach out to the people you have in Owerri and tell them that something is happening. Something is happening at the Long Beach Training Center in Imo State. Okay, do we have any questions? We have rounded up for today. Question.